I'm not talking, I'm just viewing of course. Documentation is the most greatest thing into a successful future, I must say. Yeah, documentation. Yes, indeed. But another great thing into a great future would be a good internet connection, apparently. Something I fail to have. At the moment, at least. Seemed to be fine until recently. I wonder why. I will attempt to fix it right now. Hopefully this will be better. I'm unsure as of right now. I'm sorry for that delay. There seemed to be another hiccup in the live stream. Don't worry. This has happened before. So, hopefully it does not happen again. But you never know. Should I continue on with the story? Yes. I'll do that. If you were paying attention, and I mean if you were paying attention and decided to watch the video before this live stream and heard me talking about the story of my early childhood, you would know that I brought up the topic of my dog, Maximus, who ran away and gave me great grief. But with that grief, I learned to move on and hope for the best. Whatever happened to Maximus, I do not know. I think of him finding a new owner and while enjoying his life as a dog to the fullest. But there could be other alternatives to that situation. Maybe death by car, death by giant crab monster machine, death by helicopter inflatable bathtub, death by super solar beam ice cream. Either one could be a possibility, but will I ever know the truth? Probably not. I'll just leave it at a mystery. And so, with that being said, I still sit here pondering and also willingly giving my time and happiness for any of you out there who would need some therapy from moi. I know things might not seem as the look. A person randomly online willing himself to talk to you. It does sound out of the ordinary, but trust me, with a join of a Discord, you may just be able to express yourself like you never ever have before. Maybe. Come on, join. Give it a try. I might not look like the most, how you say, experienced therapist, but I do ensure you that you will listen to me and hopefully understand what I say to you, not only as advice, but for future entitlements. But as I wait, it is quite, how you say, disappointing how do I say, not disappointing in the fact that no one's here ready for their therapy session. Disappointing in the fact that I wait with no hope. Now, I know it sounds like I'm very depressed and saddened by this, but I'm not. I'm not saddened or depressed. I know out there will be someone looking for my assistance. I seem to have chipped one of my buttons. It's rather surprising. I never knew that was the case. Hopefully that doesn't fall off. Quite curious now how I chipped that button. Sorry for the interruption. But as I was saying, I'm not depressed, nor am I saddened. I'm just, in a way, curious. Curious on when the person is ready. The first person is ready to join in, receive their therapy, and hopefully walk out a better person. When that time comes, I know I'll be ready. But at the same time, will the world be ready for what I have to offer? Now that is a true question that I will just have to wait and find out to see. See, I've been learning a lot about I've been learning a lot about myself during this time. I can be patient, and I also can keep up a talk. Sure, it may be a talk to myself, but I know someone randomly searching through internet videos will finally watch this video and go like, wow, that person was keeping good conversation with no one anticipating that someone would listen. It is kind of far-fetched when you think about it. Me sitting here talking to you. Yes, you. Specifically, no. But to any of you who are watching, yes. I sat here waiting who knows how long. Minutes, hours, weeks, days, Cleons and Beyonds. Ask what Cleons and Beyonds is. They're whatever you want them to be. Always remember that. Life has given itself to you. Now, ask yourself, what are you going to do with that life? There's many possibilities. And one is just coming here and talking with me. It's rather quite amusing how I'm the therapist and I do most of the talking. You know, therapists really do questioning, if you would suppose, but when a therapist doesn't have anything to question, he questions himself. That is indeed what is happening now. But not only am I questioning myself, I'm questioning you. Questioning if you are prepared to express the feelings that you have held deep down inside. Express a conversation with me. You're free. Free. All you have to do is join Discord. Okay, shouldn't have broken out of here. Okay. But yes, free therapist. With one quick join of a Discord, you may learn something new about yourself, as I have learned many about mine. But you never know until you try. Excuse me one moment, I had to check something on my documentation. I was alarmed by what I saw, so I'm going to check it again. Okay. I understand what I saw. And it was exactly what I thought it was. Documentation is a very wonderful thing. if I do say so myself, it allows me to really understand and become one of a being with what I am and the things that I'm doing. At the same time, I feel like my mind is really stationary in a way. Stationary to this chair, this live stream, and within this period of time, I am paused in a way. Paused with a train of thought of only things that have happened, not things that are happening. Now I know many things are happening. I am continuing to talk. The music is still continuing to play its sweet sound. But I deeply in my thought honestly think that I've been paused. Maybe, just maybe, it's because I haven't talked to anyone else. It goes back to the same thing as I was saying before, that I know that I will be talking to someone soon. Who? I do not know. Nor will I know anytime soon, I suppose. But the thing is, without me knowing, it really puts me in a stationary position in thought for what to expect next. Anything can happen. But at the same time, nothing could happen. Nothing is a part of anything, to be fair, but as I say again, but my mind feels stationary. Set in a place of stone. An imprisonment, if you might call it. And I ponder on will my mind release, break out, spring to new heights, or will it stay in this stationary position? I feel as if productivity is something I need to do and take part of if I would get out of this state of stationary. Last time I drew a butterfly, it was not taken apart on stream, and I think I still have the picture of the butterfly somewhere. Give me one moment. I'm sure you have plenty of time in the world, because you know, no one's watching. But let me look for a picture of this butterfly. So, for anyone who hasn't seen the butterfly, I drew it just to draw and enjoy myself while streaming. Yes, there it is. A beautiful, majestic butterfly, drawn by me. I know, it looks amazing. See the smile on that butterfly's face? Honestly gorgeous. So now I think I should start again in drawing. But what, you might ask, should I draw? Well, from butterfly, what could be next? Obviously, yes, I understand now. From butterflies, oh no, really stumping. I think I found it. From butterflies to houses. I'll draw a house. You see, a house is a quite warming thing to see. A house gives you hope, gives you joy, gives you everything. It is what you hold dear to yourself. Knowing that you can come inside, take a rest, partake in any food which is within the house. It really is what you call a modern day delicacy to have a house. Please excuse me for pronouncing delicacy wrong. I must have really come down with some sort of speech impediment. But as I was saying, yes, a house. It's beautiful. You know, to think that long, long ago, our past ancestors had shelters. Some in caves, some made out of grass huts, some in just craters in the ground. Our ancestors lived in those, and that was their home, their location of being. Did they enjoy it? I'm sure they did. It was home. Everyone enjoys a home. But fast forward many, many years, and here we are now. In homes made out of brick, some stone, some magnetic glass ray machines. And to just acknowledge that improvement is just a great feeling within. But homes aren't just the only thing that we have improved on as a humankind. We have improved on many, and I mean many, of things. And it's honestly a blessing to partake in these blessings as a human myself and admire quite the things that humans have done to reach this point. It is beautiful and thought and extraordinary, if ever a chance to see. But yes, a home. Something of great happiness and joy. When I think of home, I think of a family. A family within a home, living out their everyday lives, their journey, and enjoying it because they are together and they are in a peace of mind. Such a beautiful thought of being home with family. Fills me with happiness. And it's not just a family born by blood. Anyone can be considered family. Why, of course, all humans came from something. So who's to say that we are not all closely related in a small, small particle within the space-time continuum. We might be 100% related, but I wouldn't mind calling anyone family. It's just one of the many beauties of being alive. A living, breathing organism within this realm of Earth. So, I'll talk a little bit about my drawing of home. It has a quite big roof with a A-frame. I guess you would call it an A-frame roof. There's many supports on the ends. I will show the picture at the end of the stream, but just looking at the house, at least the roof, the first part that I have drawn, really interests me. I'm curious about how the house will look as a final drawing. But only what time will tell. So as time will tell about the future of houses. Maybe our brick, wood, glass living won't be something of the future. Maybe we'll be living in pods of some sort. Or cocoons. Last stream, I talked about the cocoon stage of a butterfly and how humans didn't partake in that, but they still evolve in such way as a butterfly. Maybe future scientists of our time will think of a way to actually put us in a cocoon state. Seems rather odd, but it is a thought. There are many possibilities that have way to take chance, but you never know. I quite frankly think it's a possibility, but I guess I'll just have to wait and find out. I wouldn't want to say anything that won't happen. Makes me think of the Back to the Future whole theory. In the year, what was it? 2014, I suppose? Yes? Hoverboards were supposed to be a thing of our time. Well, of course, we do have something that relates to a hoverboard and two wheels on it, but not actually the real thing. There is also a hoverboard made to hover by magnets. I have saw things like that, but definitely not commercial wide, for that matter. Makes me think, what predictions have people made in the later times that I am making now? Have people years ago thought of a home like a pod-ish? Or is this a new thought which may not be fulfilled because of impossible abilities? Quite thought-provoking, if you ask me. I feel as if I use the word thought a lot. I mean, it is everything that I have as of right now. My mind and the theories and philosophies that are made up with inside of it are just me. And they're what makes me me. And it is nice to know that I can enjoy what I'm doing thanks to my capabilities as a human. Now, it may seem kind of odd that I'm just rambling on and on, but I feel as if I sat here in silence, it wouldn't be enjoyable at all. Me sitting here in silence, drawing a home, wouldn't be what I wanted to do. Obviously, the title explains what I really want to do. Provide free therapy for anyone out there. But I understand. Today, this time might not be the right time, or whatever, so it might be the problem. So I'll give it that. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to sit here quietly waiting, hopelessly, for someone to join and accept my offer. I would like to have an interesting stream. For any of those who are watching this and saying, wow, he decided to ramble on and on because he knew no one was going to join. You're exactly right. But at the same time, I hope you do enjoy watching this. Even though it may be pre-recorded. Or who knows, I could take this video down. But if you're watching it, you'll know I did not take it down. I'm debating on taking the first stream down as well. It was lagging a lot, but hey, it would be funny to look back on through this journey of live stream. So I might just keep it as my little say of where I started and how I ended. Now I realize I am becoming more quiet. I'm starting to focus on drawing the house again, and I've honestly have nothing too relevant to say. Maybe I should talk about therapy and why I chose to take part in it. I feel as if everyone needs someone to talk to. No matter who you are. It's good to express language. No matter if it be with your mother, father, friend, or whoever. It's good to express what you feel and how you feel. So why not offer myself on this website to provide that conversation that someone out there might desperately need. Excuse me once again for that speech impediment. Desperately need, if you didn't understand what I said there. I also, wow. It feels like it is stuttering but you know what, never the fact. I'll continue on what I was about to say. I'm gonna watch back on this stream because in recent times I have been not many times, but I have been known to mumble while talking, and I haven't caught myself while doing it. Well, except for one time. Until that time when I actually caught myself, I haven't actually noticed me mumbling. So I'm honestly quite curious after this stream is over if I did in fact mumble while talking. See, to me,
Open the world of music, a new streaming service,
oh,
the official audio
advertising.
and video.
Well, isn't that lovely?
Live performances, and the rest of the story.
I'm glad that advertisement got to talk. If you didn't hear what that advertisement said, just play back the video. I saw a concert and people having fun. Just like me, as of course I'm having the greatest time of my life. But back to what I was saying about me mumbling, yes. I'm honestly quite curious if I do in fact still mumble, or do I talk clearly enough for anyone to understand the words coming out of my mouth? I also know that this music may be louder than my voice, so if that comes as a problem, I will turn it down. I think the volume is fair. I don't want my voice to protrude, and I would love to have music over this event that I am taking place in. It's nearing my end, I'll say that. I'll stay on for another 5 minutes, and then I'll return to my life with beyond therapy, I must say. But as I was talking about therapy before I transitioned to me talking about how my voice sounds when talking, and is it clear or not, therapy is just one of the many things that I enjoy. I enjoy talking, if you might not have known. And I feel as if I could talk to anyone. Anyone willing to talk to me, I am definitely able to talk to them. I'm not shy, nor am I afraid of speaking to new people. To me, I see anyone and everyone as my family member, and I am in open arms to listen to what they have to say. As you can see, my family is all here in this live stream. We got a whopping one family member, and that would be me in the live stream. And I'm glad everybody could show up and come. It really brings great joy to my heart. And as I'm looking at my drawing of the house, I see that I haven't ruined the drawing, I can say that, but I have went out of line, if I can say. But there is nothing wrong with going out of line, as long as you go out of line for a good reason, I must say. And maybe me going out of line was for a good reason. I honestly cannot tell. The beauty of opera. Can you imagine hearing a voice like that in real life? Seems unheard of nowadays. I would love to go back, fairly back into the past. I can't think of a date, but I can just see myself. London, in a theater, listening to something like this. Maybe even using some binoculars, because I would be so far back. In the nosebleeds. But during that time, that was considered very, very, very high class. So I would enjoy it quite good. I would assume I would enjoy it. Not even for the seating arrangements, but just for the experience of listening to a voice. So elegant as that. I wonder who sung this beautiful opera. Curious about her life and how she lived it. I mean, obviously with a voice like that, of course she must have had a wonderful life. Who knows, well, before I say she may be still living, let me check the date on this. Alright. To my, interesting. I think this documentation has given me very interesting, detail. Excuse me one moment. There was no date for this song, but some documentation has really interested me. Sorry if we're not talking. This documentation is really interesting. By the looks of it, the song you are listening to does have a license, and I may have to link to the licensed distributor in case of copyright strike, I would assume. Surprised I found that out. I clicked. It goes to show, never click on something without making the very specified verifications. You may end up in a bad situation, like I am in myself. I mean, of course, I'm sure nothing's bad gonna happen as of right now, but I might have to put a little extra linkage in my description, if you understand by that. Let me just continue reading this. Sorry for that interruption. That was an alarm I set. It has surpassed 5 minutes and the stream should have ended. But I am still drawing the house. I didn't get much that far as I thought I was going to get. I'll be here for 2 more minutes. I see that is fair. Ended at an even time. Quite interesting, that documentation that I just read upon. Quite interesting indeed. I am definitely unsure about it. But hopefully, just hopefully, everything will be fine. I won't get into a bad situation.
Music is what your mind and body demands.
My mind and body demands music. Isn't that a great thing to hear? Can I imagine a life without music? I actually can. There's a period in time within my life that I stopped listening to music. It's not because I didn't want to, it's just I didn't feel like listening. A world without music. Now that is an interesting situation. How would we express ourselves besides noises? I don't know. we could always, I guess, film would still be in the category of expression, just not music. Everything would have its own ambiance, its own sounds. It wouldn't be music, it would be just background noise. Seems normal-ish. I could understand a world like that. Like, how could you know what you were missing if it was never there? Say no one decided to make a certain type of noise, a certain type of tune to make your ears and mind create new tunes and sounds, and it's some sort of sequence. If that had never happened, where would we be now? Stuck in a silent realm of ambiance, or maybe even beyond that. Quite interesting. Well, I say this is my time to go. Here is the picture of the house. Yes, I know it looks fairly poor from this angle as I'm looking at it on the camera. The front side is brick, and the side is windows. I mean, not, excuse me, on the side is wood. It definitely is a rush drawing, I must say that, but nevertheless, it is a drawing. That will be the end of today's live stream. Anyone who decides to watch this and questions what it is, please join the Discord. Allow me to prove to you what this live stream is, but only time will tell. Goodbye for now, and enjoy your life. Now let me touch your face to end the stream.